Oh. Okay, so someone just posted on the
subreddit. That just sounded like you had a dick down your mouth. It didn't really sound like you were singing.
Yeah. Someone posted on the Reddit and said, match with a random newbie, had to pass on my valuable life lessons, never felt more proud. And in the beginning of the video, it's on PC, he opens up the game chat and says, rule number 1 of this game, never use Mozambique, but always ping Mozambique. And then it super cuts to like maybe 10 minutes later into the round, and they're at a supply crate, and the newbie pings a Mozambique. It's the little shit that gets me.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does.
Hey, is the Lstar in Apex Legends?
Is the Lstar? No.
Okay, that might be what I was thinking of, because there's a rumor that the Lstar LMG from Titanfall 2 is going to come to Apex Legends.
I did hear that, yeah.
Okay, so that's what I was thinking it was.
I don't know why, but I like looking at all the different skins. Like,
yeah, I do too. I'm never going to buy them.
I want you. Oh no, I just meant in the thing itself. It's like first strike makes it look like it has a ghillie suit on it on the triple take. And then Absolute Zero is like the Arctic version of that. Like, yeah. I love these skins. So that's why, like, last episode, I was all like, I don't get why people say there's not enough to do. Well, no, I do. It's because these fucking, streamers spend like $100 every other day because they can. And so they spend all this money on this stuff. They've already unlocked most of this shit. And then they're like, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to work towards. It's like, whatever, dude. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
Here, I'm going to screen share something with you. Screen sharing, everybody.
Look at my screen share.
This meme is one of my favorite memes of all time.
Let's land here. I hear you. Well, then, why the fuck are you going that way alone? Huh? Come and group up. I need a weapon. I'm down. Enemies here. Enemies here. Okay. That doesn't really, it fits, or I mean, I get it, but it doesn't really fit that particular meme.
Yes, I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I can agree with that. But like, I've had that a lot where it's like, okay, we're going there. And then you dip off on your own. And then you're like, okay, we'll come over here. And it's like, I'm down. It's like, well, no shit, you're down. You went by yourself.
Yeah. Well, see, now it's perfectly okay to like split off into the same area. But like when you go to a whole new town, it's like, yeah, it's your own damn fault. I have absolutely no inkling of like give a fucks for somebody who does that.
Do you have any kind of doc?
I mean, other than the last doc we had, but I mean, this one seems like it's going to be pretty on the fly.
Do we either have a winner for?
Oh God, I haven't even honestly looked at that thing, dude.
The Legends, or do we have another question?
No, I honestly haven't even looked at it. So, I mean, is that really all we're going to talk about? I mean, we've never really established a set time for these, but then again, like all the episodes so far have been at least 40 minutes long, it seems.
Yeah, 45 minutes I think is apt.
Well, right. So that's what I'm worried about. Like, are we even going to hit that? Because giggity. I mean, yeah, are we even going to get to that point? Because I don't know. Like, this doesn't seem like a lot of content. As far as, somebody went blackface and what was the other one?
I just want to talk about loadouts.
Oh, loadouts.
We could definitely shoot the shit way through 45 minutes, probably.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Boo, boo, boo. Did you like my caustic, by the way?
What's your caustic, babe?
The deep dive.
Oh, I don't know.
I got to be honest. I felt like that one that one time that you recorded it and I edited it, like you recorded it later,
Mhm.
I felt like you. I felt exactly like you because you had a lot of like frustrations when you were recording it. The same thing. So I'm sitting here, I'm trying to record it, and I was getting lost in I was thinking about it too much, but also my desktop has a thing where anytime Messenger or Facebook Messenger pops up, it goes doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo every single time. So while I'm recording, it keeps going doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. I'm like, okay, I'll turn it down. And then my phone, I forgot that I had it on. I didn't have it on silent. And so I'm in the middle of a line and it dinged and I went, motherfucker. Like I was yelling. I was like, son of a bitch.
God damn whore. I swear to gird.
Swear to gird.
What is going on here? I'm so confused right now. Is God damn it! Hold on.
So one of the, as far as cosplay goes, we could talk about the blackface, but also talk about just Apex cosplay in general and just how good, for the most part, it is.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we kind of already had a discussion like that when he went to PAX or whatever. I just don't want to double dip too much. So I'm not trying to rag on you necessarily. It's just that, yeah, I don't want to.
Totally fine.
Just ruin everything, why don't you?
I want to see a Blood Honda cosplay. I think that would be fucking awesome.
I'm pretty sure there's one out there.
I typed in Apex Legends cosplay. Oh, no, never mind. It says blackface. Apex Legends cosplay. There we go. There wasn't anything coming up when I typed that in.
See, I think like a lot of people are just pointing out just cosplay. You don't have to do the blackface part of it. Like, and I was like, I can totally agree with that. Of course, I was kind of being a little playful and be like, am I allowed to, cosplay as like Gibraltar? Because like that's the only like big fat guy that I could cosplay as. But then he's Samoan, so it's like, am I going to get in trouble for that?
Yeah, that's the other side of the argument. It's like,
okay. I mean, I guess let's just start it because I don't know.
Let's just jump right into it.
I guess. I don't know. I'm also still feeling weird from last night, so.
Last night was different. Last night was different.
I don't want to get too much into it.
No, I know you don't. And actually,
on air.
In all honesty, like one of the things that I thought about, like after that happened, was doing for like a bonus video, doing a microtransactions debate, like debate style. Debate. Yeah, debate, like with like funny bits and things like that.
Well, and see, the thing is that, but by a certain point, it really did feel like there was no like talking to the other side. Like if you're on board for it, you're on board for it. I just don't understand why you'd be on board for microtransactions. Even you, like, but you at least have the middle of the road, mentality of it. Like, I don't understand why you'd be okay with people putting it like it just. Well, it like doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be, And my argument continue and will always be God of War, Spider-Man. These companies that aren't so worried about making so much money year over year, what they're worried about is putting out good games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I want from Star Wars. So like, that's why I can get so passionate about it, because it's like, that's what I want for Star Wars. I just want Star Wars to put out good games. We have not had a good Star Wars game in so freaking long.
I feel like the last one honestly was The Force Unleashed.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, even then, like EA did their little BS and made the second one even more like grindy and even more just like repetitive. And they're just like, well, just shoot it out as quickly as you can. So that's why you had so many enemy encounters that were just copy and pasted, because they didn't have the time to go through and like lovingly recreate it, which is what the first one was. The first one was a loving creation. It was a passion project. The second one was pretty much, well, the first one made money, so
Like conversation what happened last night. I never got your opinion on what I asked about Resident Evil.
I don't even know what you're talking about, honestly.
Monday, Resident Evil or Capcom released. It's a pack. It's $4.99.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy it, and basically it unlocks all the stuff that you got at the end of the game. So for $5.99, you get the unlimited ammo, you get the unlimited bazooka, the tofu character, the other character that you unlocked.
So you're saying that it's basically cheat codes?
Basically, for the conversation we've had before about like, hey, they used to put this in the game for you to replay it and unlock it. Now they're making it to buy. So what they did was they waited until like 3 months after the game came out, and then was like, hey, and like Greg was talking about it on KFGD. He was like talking about the super hard mode. He was like, well, I already knew I wasn't going to do that because I wasn't going to play through that. He's like, but if I can buy this and I can get the unlimited ammo, I might go do it. So basically they waited until months after everyone who wanted to do it already got it. And so for the people who didn't want to go through that level of thing, that you're able to buy it now. I'm going to look up the actual thing.
Okay. So I'm a little confused just because of the way you're wording it. Is that the only way you can get it, or
no? So basically, when the game came out,
it's like an early unlock, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Because it was the way you were wording it was almost like that was the only way you could get it. But I'm like, well, no, you said when you beat the game. So it's like, okay, so if you beat the game, I'm assuming on like both characters, that's when you unlock like the tofu and stuff like that. Or you can just be like, hey, here's $4.99.
Yeah, basically all the unlocks, like for example, Uncharted. I just sent you a link to the article.
I don't know. That does seem not as egregious because.
So
that's the only thing that might be slightly annoying is that they might be tricking some people into thinking this is new content versus just early access to it.
Capcom's Resident Evil 2 has added a new microtransaction that lets you unlock everything for $5. The all in-game rewards unlock, as it's called, provides immediate access to the fourth survivor and tofu.
Okay, so it's in the description. Okay, good.
Along with costumes,
in that case, I don't think there's a huge problem with it because, like, for instance, Battlefield did the same thing. About 6 months after, they allowed you to basically skip, unlock everything, and then you could either unlock everything for just the assault, just the support, just the recon, and like that kind of stuff. Like that doesn't bother me because if anything, like people who are coming in 6 months after are already at a huge disadvantage. And so if they buy it at a discount and then go buy the unlocks, it might be actually cheaper than,
Yeah, and that's why I asked last night, is it more of a timing issue? Because whenever I saw this about Resident Evil 2, I was like, that's perfect. Like, whenever they put it in the sense of, hey, anybody who wanted to unlock this unlocked it by now, but if you are, like, just wanting to jump in and just get unlimited ammo or do whatever you want with the game, for $5, you can do it. And so that's why I think, like...
Yeah, and I think that's what makes it good. That's what makes it not...
So it all goes down again to implementation and timing. I think that's
and I mean, like that's also like the difference between that and the blood orbs in like Devil May Cry 5 is that you're buying a one-time purchase to get unlimited ammo versus Devil May Cry, you're buying orbs to level yourself up.
Right. Now, in my defense,
egregious.
Whenever I was defending that, I was thinking of the cosmetic stuff. I didn't really realize about the orbs thing. When I saw that and corrected myself, I was like, oh, okay, never mind. I'm not going to die on this hill.
Yeah. I mean, and see,
but it's the same thing with Spider-Man too.
I feel like, okay, here's the thing. I feel like it can all live and die on how much is actually in the game. My one of the points I made last night is that like something like, what's a good example? Something like Apex. Now, granted, you're not going to unlock every skin, but my point is like Apex has a ton of like cosmetics that you can get, and you don't technically have to spend a cent. Towards the later, once you, especially if you get into the triple digits, you're not getting Apex packs until every like 5 or 6 levels or whatever. So obviously they're trying to incentivize you to buy it. However, you can get everything without spending a cent. And so my point there was that Anthem was a full price game, similar to, something Fallen Order would be. So it's a full price game, and they even showed cosmetics in live streams more, and they took them out just so that they could sell them. So like, that's kind of what I mean, is that it's a fine line between like what's in the game. And like Destiny is probably the perfect example. Destiny 1 was chopped up, so much, and it was so clear that it was for the sake of the DLC. It wasn't for the sake of making a better game. And so that's why like things like that are egregious.
Right.
No, is it wrong? Is it something you need to get? No, of course not. But
that's what I was saying in my Spider-Man argument too, is I've already platinumed it. I've beat the first 2 DLCs. I still have to play the third. I've put a lot of time into it. So if maybe like 6 months after the game came out, if they gave you the option to be like, hey, if you want to purchase other suits like for $199 a piece, you can. I'm okay with that. Now, again, it's timing. If they did that right off the bat, that would have been like, oh.
And it's also pricing. Because I mean, one of my arguments last night was the fact that Anthem is like $8, and I guarantee you the only reason that they did that was because of the backlash.
Well, it's like my favorite period of cosmetics in Call of Duty was the Black Ops 2 to Ghosts period, because you could buy a pack that was $4.99, and you got a banner. You get a calling card, a emblem, the skin, and something else for $4.99. Yeah. And then now the cosmetics now it's like, okay, I don't like that model.
Yeah. And see, that brings me to a perfect point, is that Call of Duty, even if you take like the smiley face reticle or the circle reticle, if you take those as examples, those were things that were already in the game, and now they're doing it as microtransactions in order to milk it as dry as it can go. And so that just straight up goes right to my point, is that on average, like, how many skins would you get with your weapons? You'd get, let's say 15, right? You'd get 15, and they're 15. All unlocked based on either skill, experience, kills, headshots, yada 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 yada. So that's how they're unlocked. They're unlocked with skill. They're unlocked with playing a game that you love more. And now Call of Duty is making you pay. Well, not making you. Obviously, that's part of the argument that everybody wants to try to make. But Black Ops 4 is making you pay for a smiley face.
Black Ops 4 in particular is making you. When they have 5 different monetization models, they are making you. They don't care. Black Ops 4 is the greatest indicator of they're not caring about the quality of the game. Yeah, they're caring about how much money they're making. Exactly. And so that's like, that was my point from the very beginning. It's like cosmetics is fine, but it's like, it's just like what's already in the game, what's already, because when they start taking stuff out and immediately, like, I think a really good example, because I loved it, was Evolve. I fucking loved Evolve. Evolve was like one of the best movies. It was one of the best games of the year. It just was not well received. And one of the key components of it not being well received is that on day one, it was selling skins. On day one, with a game that you purchased for $60 freaking, it had skin packs, and it was like really basic stuff that could have been. It wasn't even like, the legendary skins that we get with Apex. It was just basic reskins, here's a camo or something like that. And it was just really freaking egregious or whatever. And so that's the thing that you run when you're talking about like Fallout. Or not Fallout, Fallen Order or whatever, having microtransactions. I said I didn't want to get into it, Nate. What the fuck? Well, I think we've had a good conversation about it.
Well, yeah. It's just, yeah. All right, you want to get started?
Let's just jump right into it.
I'm already hot. I got the fucking fan on.
Are you hot and you're cold?
No.
You're yes and you're no?
No.
I need to get my fucking charger port fixed because I'm sick of this shit. I've got to put my charger in like a specific way for it to charge.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling.
Do you?
Mom,
do you?
get her to go.
Jesus Christ.
That's what she says. Just over and over again. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Have you watched iZombie?
iZombie. Oh, that's the TV series, right?
Yeah, the CW one.
I think I watched literally episode 1. I'm like, this is something Ashley would like to watch, and then I just have never been able to get back to it.
We're caught up now. The last season 4 is on. Season 5 is going to come out soon. We just finished season 4, and fuck, that is a tale of a show that started out as, oh, this is a cool idea, to, oh, you guys are building a world that's coherent and you know the rules of it, and it's fucking fascinating what you're doing. It's storytelling. It's pretty on fucking par. My pre-show recommendation of the day. iZombie.
All right, we better get started because we've already said it like 3 times now.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yep. Recording
on 1, 2, 3. 1,
2. Did you see the Mandalorian images?
No.
Oh, I'm so excited for that show.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a show. Is that one of the ones going up on Disney Plus or whatever?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Dairy. Legendary. What's up, legends, and welcome to the Hop Up Cast. I'm one of your hosts, Nick. Here with me today, as always, is
Nate, DOGG, in the his house.
Oh, yes, indeed. The 90s called. They want their lingo back.
La 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 la. It's the mother DOGG. Hooey.
All right, guys. So today's gonna be a weird one. It's gonna be a weird one. We don't have a lot to talk about. I feel like we kind of, in a matter of speaking, blew our load on the last episode because we were talking about, some rumors and everything. We still got some things to talk about today. I'm just
this is going to be
to temper your expectations for this episode.
This is going to be a more casual, let's just hang out and have a conversation with you guys. Also, real quick before you continue on, giggity. There's one right there.
Yeah. All right. So one of the first things I want to talk about, because this is really gonna just get us in a good mood. Just
I mean, in a way, sure, but
it's good for a laugh. But the internet sort of, exploded just all over the place. And it was because somebody decided to cosplay Lifeline. That's what I meant to say. Cosplay Lifeline, and decided to, just go ahead and go blackface. And it's like, wow. And I am not an SJW by any means. I am usually right in the middle, yelling at both sides to just calm down or whatever. But this is 2019. How in God's name is there still people in blackface?
What's getting me about this is at least the post that was on Reddit was so here, I'll go ahead and read it.
Okay.
It says, "Hey, all of you. A few hours ago, my friend was streaming on Twitch. Friend, this is probably one of those reposting. There's no way to prove that was actually your friend, but whatever.
Right.
She was doing cosplay Lifeline because she play Apex and this character. Okay.
Good English.
Good English. But Twitch banned her for a month with reason, in quotations, racism. Dr. Evil, racism. Because she is not a natural dark-skinned girl. She did a makeup. Okay. What you think about it?
Did a makeup?
Her name
do a makeup.
Her name on Twitch is Carapups. I don't know how you pronounce that, by the way. But you can't look her channel on Twitch now. May B, only YouTube videos or something like that, because Twitch clips was banned too. Why is that happening on Twitch? There was no intentional kindling of interracial dislike. The girl, on the contrary, showed a game character she liked regardless race.
English is not this person's first language.
It's really not.
This was Google translated.
Yeah. At the same time, if any dark-skinned girl made cosplay of a game character with white skin spelled S-K-I-N-E, wow, she would have nothing for it. Why does Twitch have such double standards?
White Skine is how that would be.
Okay, so just to give you some clarification, this girl's Russian. Like, you can tell by the image, like, there's Russian text on there, so maybe that's part of the broken English. But Nick's right.
Okay.
2019, like, and so here's the problem I have. I feel like, I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on again. I feel like this is more like, I have a problem with very reactionary female streamers. I have a problem with streamers, in particular female ones, just because that's the most that we see. Not saying anything bad, of course, about female streamers, but just how it seems like they're always wanting to push the edge, like this seems like a case of that. Like, I feel like this girl was coherent in what she was doing. Right. And it's one of those that it just doesn't make sense in 2019 for a sane person to think that blackface is okay.
Yeah, and I mean, we do have to point out the fact that it is a different culture, but even in a different culture, I don't know. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, I could maybe understand there being a little bit of discrepancy or whatever, but I feel like there's been enough reason, there's been enough outlet, even like when a character was black or Asian or something, and then a white person plays them in a movie, even that is called like whitewashing, and people get upset about something as little as that. You know, even though like ScarJo, it wasn't her fault. Just get off her back, okay? Leave ScarJo alone.
Well, even Tilda Swinton for the one. Remember, that was a big controversy in Doctor Strange, where the one is a like naturally Asian character in the comics, but yet Tilda Swinton played her, and people were like, "Oh, Hollywood's whitewashing." Did you see Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I have no idea.
The bald one.
Oh, you mean the main chick that like the like
that was from Chronicles of Narnia. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and see, like that's my thing, is that in today's society, when people get upset over something like that, like, I don't know, just how can you be so ignorant? You know? And I mean, I would like to know, just was it literally just naivete? You know what I mean? Like, was it just she wasn't thinking about it? She's just like, she's so excited. She wants to dress up as her favorite character. She grabs the makeup, and just the thought doesn't pass through her head, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, you know? Or maybe somebody in the comments like, oh, hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. And she's just like, well, I'm going for authenticity. And that didn't red flag anywhere. Like, I just, like, I'm not saying she's stupid, because I find it hard to believe that somebody's that stupid.
Let's also point out, this isn't even a good cosplay. Like,
it kind of isn't.
Like it looks like it came from the dollar store. I mean, it really does.
Looks like she got the ingredients and then just put a marker on them. You know what I mean?
Look at the tattoo. The tattoo on the shoulder is just like, it's so terrible looking. Like, it looks like, I mean, it's.
Let's not judge her on her looks, okay? Let's judge her by the color of her skin.
Whatever. No, but like, I see what you're saying. Like, I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying, because this is kind of a double-edged sword. Like, if she wouldn't have put on blackface, like, she probably would have gotten like, but I feel like she wouldn't have gotten critiqued that bad. Yeah. Even if she didn't do, like, I feel like she would have got still critiqued, be like, hey, that's a dark-skinned character, you're whitewashing that character. But I feel like it would have been a very smaller reaction than her actually doing what she did. Yeah. But it's just, it's the picture. We'll put a link to it in the description. It's something else, man. It is. Oh,
I mean, it is funny, because I want to say the last hop up with Link, he talked about cosplayers at PAX East and how much fun he had looking at the different ones. And then I was kind of joking around about, I think one of the only ones I could cosplay as is Caustic, because he's a big fat white guy, and that was the only one that I could cosplay as. And I even joked about how I would love to cosplay as Gibraltar, because at least that one, he's a big fat guy, but he's a character that I actually like. So I joked about that, and I joked about how, you know, I couldn't cosplay as him because I feel like people would get upset with me for it. But then at the same time, you look at some of the comments on these, and a lot of people are kind of pointing out the fact that if you want to cosplay as your favorite character, cosplay as your favorite character. But, you know, when it comes to that particular side of it, the authenticity doesn't matter 100%.
No, and I do want to bring up, like, if we're talking about cosplays, my favorite Lifeline cosplay was the one that came out shortly after the game came out, where I don't know her name. I'll see if I can find it, but she did a stellar 1-to-1 job. I think her name is K-Bear. That's where it says the image is coming from. Photo by K-Bear.
And see, I would say that she even kind of looks like her.
She does.
You know,
she
like
does.
Her bone structure and everything.
She's a little bit bustier, but, you know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I guess I just wasn't really paying attention to that perv.
I might cut that part. I'm going to mark that. That's a little disturbing.
Just for you after late nighters. I almost said after schoolers. Yep, you're going after school. You got to go watch my stuff.
Now, something else I want to say is the comments on this Reddit thread or something else.
Well, and that Reddit thread itself was just so... I mean, I won't make fun of the broken English anymore now that I know it's Russia or whatever, you know, so I won't go there. But like, it's one thing for the person to be ignorant or whatever, but it's a whole nother thing for like one of her fans to come out and be just as ignorant, you know, and not, you know, that definitely says something about the power of like fan bases or whatever. I'm going to tell you right now, guys, if I ever go blackface, call me on it. And I'm okay with that because it's not freaking right. And I don't want you guys to think that just because you like me and you think that I make a really good product and I'm just like one of the coolest guys on the entire world. And I lost my chain of thought.
It shoot out of the station.
But yeah, like, call me out on it. It's fine. You know, it's like, it's totally fine for somebody to be called out for doing this, I guess. I don't know what
my favorite top comment is white in all caps, white woman evil, Wakanda forever, my brothers.
Woman evil.
Yeah, bad cosplay. There's great cosplay there's great Apex cosplay out there. You guys had already talked about it, but like there was another one that was actually right below it of someone's Wraith cosplay, and it's like it's pretty good. It's pretty stellar. So it's great to
point out Wraith could totally be a white girl.
I wouldn't have guessed. I really wouldn't have guessed.
Oh man. Yeah. So just a fun little story I thought was, and I do feel like this is definitely one of those situations. Of course, both of us are on the side of, you know, the negativity or whatever, but there are plenty of people out there who, you know, might not be as harsh on her for it, you know. And it's like, I can understand that, because once again, I do sort of wonder if it's just a cultural thing, you know. Like, I know, like, if I around certain groups, if I call somebody black, I'm gonna get flack for it. That didn't mean to rhyme. But I might get flack for it for just saying that. But in like Britain or Australia or something, obviously you're not going to call a black person an African American because, you know, they're in Australia, they're in Britain.
Exactly.
So are they African Britons? Like, you know, you don't hear those type of terminologies in there. So it could very well be a cultural thing where, you know, but I don't know, like, unless literally all you do, and I guess what makes it the hardest to believe is the fact that it's a Twitch streamer. So it's somebody who's in the ethos of the internet. It would be one thing if it was just some person from like a school, you know, and maybe all they watch is Russian news. And so, you know, like maybe that, but you're on the internet, and the internet, I mean, if I don't know how successful this person is or whatever, but if you're on the internet, obviously you have to be on the forums, you have to be on the Twitter, and, you know, you can't go on forums and Twitter without this kind of outrage. So the fact that they would neglect that, just, it seems really weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a strange one, and you're right. It could be something culturally because I know there is a lot of innocent ignorance from what I've seen when it comes to people like producing content out of Russia and specifically streamers. Like they just seem like they don't know a whole lot about what's going on culturally in terms of the same way we do. But it's also one of those things like in America, all this stuff is shoved down our throat consistently.
Yeah.
So we're always very coherent and conscious about what we're saying and what we're doing because within recent years we've been made to. And when I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, but in some cases you do have a lot of people who are really, really, really holding that flag and to a kind of exhausting way, But it's one of those that this is.
Hold on, this is for the $100 tiers, people.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Yeah.
Here, I'll give y'all pre-shows a little taste.
Yeah.
There you go. There's
goodness,
right there.
I'm so freaking hot. Like that's a pretty like. Let me show you the shirt I was actually wearing, because I'm on a high for Star Wars right now. So that's
a dope shirt. That's a dope shirt.
Yeah, I like it. But the material itself is pretty thick.
It's like a heavy cotton,
kind of like me. But it's a little thick, and so I'm just getting way too hot or whatever. So that's why, like, I actually put you probably noticed if you're watching, I put the camera up a little bit before I took it off, just so that like all you're seeing is like, oh no, a shoulder.
So scantily clad.
So, anyways, my now it's gonna be like I'm an old lady. Here's the steering wheel right here. Get out of the way, you hooligans! Okay. Scan. Okay, I feel so much freaking better. Like I'm like instantly cooled down now. Just what were we talking about?
I think we were getting off of the topic. I think we were getting done, like finishing up.
All right, so there's a subject you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about loadouts. I've been playing a
lot.
Load out. I've been playing a lot more Apex recently this past week because I've just gotten and we've talked about it before how we both have not felt burnt out, but like okay, like let's take a break and come back to it. Well, I finally felt like coming back to it for a while. And what's funny is what ended up happening was some of the experience like me and you had earlier this week with the Division. For some reason immediately transferred over to Apex. So I think I've finally found my like go-to loadouts in my drops and what I'm picking up on Apex. And I kind of wanted to get everyone's thoughts, but yours as well, kind of, and what you use and kind of what you think is best. So for me, I think my two favorite loadouts are the Spitfire and the Peacekeeper, and the G7 Scout and the Wingman.
Dumping bottles in the ice.
But what I thought was really funny about the first one is me and you have found like some of our favorite loadout in Division 2 was shotgun and LMG. Yep. And so I finished playing some Division 2 and then I wanted to jump into Apex, and then I found a Spitfire and then a Peacekeeper, and then I felt the exact same way I did in Division. I'm like, I am cleaning shop right now. And it's two consistent loadouts I've had a lot of fun interchanging and using. Now, there are some that I would probably interchange, like maybe with the G7 switch from a Wingman to maybe like a Prowler. But I have noticed time and time again that I'm getting more consistent kills and wins to some extent with the G7 and the Wingman in particular.
Yeah, definitely.
So what are some of the main ones you use?
And I mean, like now that I know the whole thing about the ammo types or whatever, I feel like that has really kind of changed the way I do my loadouts. And so the G7 and the Spitfire, for instance, is perfect because the G7 is light ammo. So plus it's a longer range weapon. And so the G7 is light ammo. You tear through their shield. As soon as you hear that sound indicator that the shield is broken, then you close the distance with that Spitfire, hopefully before they're able to shield back up. And so then it makes them slow down so that they can't sprint away. So like that is one of the best like 1-2 punches right there as far as like having one of those. I would say another really good one similarly is the R99 and like Wingman. What I really like to do is I like to have like a high power single shot weapon, you know, and that's my like my big punch. You know, it gets them scared, it gets their health down, it gets them, you know, misthinking their next move. And then I have the real fast shooting one, whether it be an R99 Spitfire, R301, have something that fires fast so that when I'm up on them, aiming doesn't matter as much because I'm just, here's a bunch of bullets, and you know what I mean? So I'd say that would be my other one, is the R99. And I feel like, especially lately, if you don't get a clip on that, I would almost just, you know, get a new weapon, because if you don't have an extended clip on that, it's 12 shots, I believe, for just the regular, you know, clip. And
for what?
That is, the R99. I want to say it's only like 12 or 15. It's extremely small. So you need at least
it's like a Scorpion magazine.
Yeah, you need at least a blue or a purple if you want to even just handle that, because yeah, without it, it's gone way too freaking soon. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I want to say that's another really good one. I actually watched this one YouTuber. He's hilarious because he's just got one of those really deep accents, and he's talking like this, and he's like, when you want to go up on the person and just rip them like the, you know, I really like accents. Really like him. That's why I like Coach so much. Like, he's a terrible person, but that accent.
My friends call him Coach.
No, but so this guy, he put out a video how to win when you're a noob, and he pretty much, the entire video was him saying shotguns, get shotguns. Even if you have
the Hodor Hodor biography, where it's like the pages and pages of just going Hodor. Game of Thrones reference. There's a character in Game of Thrones who's a giant simpleton that all he can say is Hodor. And so someone as a joke printed a book that was his biography and would have chapters, but all it would say is Hodor. And then it would be like commas and like in quotations, like he was saying a sentence. That's what that reminds me of when he said that.
Yeah, that is pretty funny. Anyways, enough being a dork.
Hey, it's tonight, okay? Give me a little bit.
Tonight is the night.
Tonight.
What the fuck was I saying, huh?
Gonna have myself.
What was I saying? Because you completely interrupted me, and now I don't know what
the video about. He was talking about basically saying shotguns the entire time.
Shotguns. Well, he wasn't quite literally saying shotguns, but it was like, that was like, I want to say it said like 5 tips on how to be a noob or whatever, but the tips were pretty much just get a freaking shotgun, because aim doesn't matter. And like, especially, he said, especially if you can get an EV8 and a Peacekeeper, that's great. Otherwise, just get 2 EV8s. And I'm like, but it's of course with his accent and the way he, you know, articulates or whatever, it's hilarious. And like, I feel like that is valid, because like the Peacekeeper, for instance, you get a little bit more range on it, you know, and I like his reasoning behind it is that if you're bad at aiming, then shooting from a long distance isn't going to do you good anyways. So you might as well close the distance with a shotgun. And I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes perfect sense. I can't count how much times I'm like, and I'm like, I'm not even hitting. Why am I wasting this ammo?
Yeah, I had several moments when I was playing this week where like I had the G7 and I didn't have a scope. That's the one thing I hate about the G7 is like, it's good. It's accurate still, but like, especially if I'm trying to be the sniper in the squad and be like, hey, is there someone over there? When I tell someone over and over again, hey, I need a scope, and then I'll look and someone will pick. That happened actually. Oh my God. That happened like the last match I played, where I was like, hey guys, I really need a scope for this G7. Anybody have one? And we walked up to a supply crate and there was a 3 times like HCOG sight.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yes. And the guy next to me with like a wingman or something picked it up. I'm like, are you serious right now? I was just like, dude. But yeah, I had several moments playing with the G7 where they were on a high enough ridge. And when I thought back to the special ammo type, and I was like, yeah, I'm not making that shot. Anybody got a laser weapon? I was just like, I know I'm not going to make that shot just because like I'm not a very accurate long range sniper.
God, yeah. I mean, I feel so stupid now, but like I'm just so glad that we were able to find that about the ammos, because it's like that really changes.
Helps. Yeah,
it just really changes the game or whatever, and it's definitely something that's like, you bastards, why didn't you tell us?
You bastards.
Well, I'm also surprised how long it took people to find out, you know, because it's like this is the first I'm ever hearing about. I heard a little bit. I want to say 2, maybe 3 weeks ago, I heard a little bit about the heavy ammo having a slow effect, but like I never really noticed it myself, or I didn't really notice if I was getting hit by heavy ammo if I slew down. So like I slew down, Jesus. But you know, so I wasn't really able to test it. I was like, I didn't personally notice a difference. But of course, I'm also not like the upper echelon, you know, competitive person. So if I did slow down, I might not even notice, because it's like, that's not what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on like my next move, you know, reloading, or, you know, something like that. So it's like, it could very well. But yeah, now that I know that, it's like, it really has like changed up the way I'm playing the game. I feel like the 1-2 punch, if you're just a regular Joe Schmo, is one with light ammo, one with heavy ammo. I feel like that's the perfect 1-2 punch. And if you're a sniper, like, sure, you can pick up the longbow, sure, you can pick up the G7 or whatever, but if you want to snipe, you might as well just pick up the triple take, because those other are trash in comparison. Well, I think just for mid-range, not for long range.
Something I really have to put some time into is the Havoc with the select fire, because I really want to know if it's a competent sniper on single fire, on single shot. Because I've seen some gameplay people using it, but I haven't because I don't like if I have to pick between LMGs, I'm going to pick the Spitfire every single day of the week. So I've gotten a couple good kills with the Havoc, but it's not my go-to pickup. So I would like to try that and see if that's competent, because if so, then that would be the better sniper in the game than the triple take.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So what's your guys' loadout? Good.
Oh yeah, we're going Dora the Explorer here.
I prefer Blue's Clues, but okay. You're just probably too young for that.
No, thank you very much. So we'll go on a little tangent here, because we've got some time too. Okay, we've got some time for some tangents. No, I watched. My favorite was Blue's Clues. I enjoyed Dora the Explorer whenever I was like, see, Dora the Explorer is the reason why I love Star Wars. Because whenever I was like 1, my mom has told me the story time and time again. I really liked Dora the Explorer. And so I would always watch it. And she said I got so tired of hearing her talk about the map or saying something that I one day was fed up, and she popped in, I think it was Empire Strikes Back. And I sat in front of that TV and watched the entire movie. She was like, I was worried that the Wampa, not the Wampa. Yeah, it's the Wampa, the Yeti thing, the thing in Empire when it attacks Luke. She was like, I was worried that was going to scare you. And I was like, no. She said, I sat through and watched that entire movie and wanted to watch it over again. So because of Dora the Explorer, I love Star Wars. It feels like a stretch, but it's what happened. It's exactly what happened. I remember because I was 1, and I remember that because you remember things when you're 1, of course. But no, I love Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues was great. I love the memes about Blue's Clues, like especially when they changed the actor. And as an adult, like if you haven't seen that video about the original, it was Steve, right?
I think so.
If you haven't seen the video about the original Steve, like doing an interview about his experience as an adult, it's fascinating. It's one of those like glimpse into your childhood. I was like, oh, I never realized that.
Give me an example.
It's been years since I watched it, but he was talking about, it wasn't something similar to, you know, there's the stereotype of Disney kids, how they turn out to be like druggies after a while, just because they're forced to be this particular way. he was just talking about how it was weird for him to come in like this and be such a children's staple. He's a good guy, but he was saying like after a while, like the stress and like everything like that, like what he was talking about reminds me of situations like in the Jim Carrey Showtime show Kidding.
Oh yeah.
It kind of reminds, like he talked about him being in a depression and things like that. And it's a very interesting, I think it's like maybe a 10-20 minute video. It's definitely worth a watch. I'll see if I can find a link to it.
I mean, it definitely goes to show that like authenticity, especially nowadays, authenticity is like the best commodity, because like when somebody's being fake on Twitch, when somebody's being fake on their YouTube or whatever, unless it's like in an ironic way and they're trying to be funny or whatever, it never works. You know, I mean, like that's one reason like Logan Paul to me is just such a douchebag, because it's just like nobody could be that hyped all the time. Like I refuse to believe it.
I think he is. From what people have said about meeting him in person, I think he just genuinely is that person.
Yeah. Well, then he's obviously on something.
So since it's
you'd need to be for the Suicide Force thing.
Right. I'm marking it. Do you want to talk about, like, since it's a Respawn thing, since we are like only 20 minutes in, do you want to talk about Jedi Fallen Order at all?
No.
Okay.
I feel like my integrity as a content creator would be forever mauled.
So I do have a winner for the roundtable, just because I liked his post.
Why?
Because it was funny.
You're funny.
He says, if I could it's actually 2 posts. If I could change one thing about Apex, it would be the Mozambique. That gun is so freaking overpowered, it seriously needs a nerf. 3 buckshot on a single trigger pull. You can't get much better than that. When someone rushes you with 2 Mozambiques, what are you supposed to do? At that point, I just shut off my Xbox before they get me. It's a really big issue. It needs to be fixed. He then responds, if any of you pick up a Mozambique, I'm going to Mozam freak. Wow, that joke was Mozam weak. I'm sorry. I thought that joke would be on Mozam fleek. I'll show myself out.
All right. Yeah, this one is going to be a really, really short one, fellas. But last thing that we'll do right now is we had a Legends of the Round Table. And the last, since you weren't on for that episode, we'll have you answer first. Okay. So the last Legends of the Round Table question was, if there was one thing about Apex that you could change, what would it be? So let's start with Nate, and then we'll choose our winner.
One thing I would change about Apex. I mean, it's going to sound like a crappy answer, but really probably would be solos, in all honesty. Simply because I've been wanting to play Apex a lot, but I feel like I would play a lot more of it if I could just hop in solo instead of having to rely on the squad that I have. Like, I feel like I would be able to play it more and more and more and rank up higher, because that's how I've always felt about Call of Duty. I hardly would ever play with a team. I mean, I play team deathmatch, but I would always, and I felt like I was better in that sense. I was more comfortable lone wolfing, so that would the other one I would have said would to be able to, team up with the squad that I had, but they've already fixed that.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah,
I think that's my answer. So we did pick a winner from our Discord group for the question as well. The winner. No, this is okay.
Did you let your cat in?
No, okay. So the winner is Wookaroni. Wookaroni is his name.
I get it now. You're so hilarious.
Yeah. So Wook-a-Rooney. God, that's hard to say.
Wookie Rooney?
Like Mickey Rooney, yeah. Rooney, from our Discord, we asked the question, and he wrote, if I could change one thing about Apex, it would be the Mozambique. That gun is so freaking overpowered, it seriously needs a nerf. 3 buckshot on a single trigger pull. You can't get much better than that. Obviously, he's probably reading with sarcasm. I would really hope so. He says, when someone rushes you with 2 Mozambiques, what are you supposed to do at that point? I just shut off my Xbox before they get to me. It's a really big issue. It needs to be fixed. He then follows up, and this is why he's the winner. He then follows up with, if any of you pick up a Mozambique, I'm gonna Mozam freak. Wow, that joke was Mosem weak. I'm sorry. I thought that joke would be on Mosem fleek. I'll show myself out. Creative, not as creative as the one we had a while back ago of the poop yourself rich, but yeah,
right. Yeah.
Wooka Rooney, you are the winner of that Apex Legends of the Roundtable question. That made me smile on the inside and the outside. Did that disturb you?
I feel dirty now.
Why?
I'll be right over.
Oh no. Oh, by the way, we got a little bit of time. You know what I'm going to do? I heard some shots fired on last episode. Episode, Nick and Link were sitting here talking smack, just talking dirt, just talking trash. And you know what? They're right. I am a douchebag.
Yeah, you are. I mean, you don't come with just one douche. You have a whole bag of douches, and it's a nice bag though. You know, it's got some nice lettering on it. The logo is very, very clean and crisp or whatever. You know, but hey, you're my douchebag.
I'll make you smell real good.
That's just for the ladies.
Hey, we're not judging. It could be for men too. I mean,
that's a good point. I mean, taints can be very...
It's 2019 again.
Yeah,
blackface and douches.
Or douchey blackfaces.
Oh. See, now you crossed the line.
Yeah, now I crossed the line. Yeah, I judged somebody.
All right. Well, I mean, you're right. That's a very short hop up, but you know, it's as fast as you'll get a hop up in the game. So, I mean, it fits.
Hey. And cut.
Do you want to outro it?
I guess it's gonna be legendary. All right, we'll see you guys in Kings Canyon, where it's gonna be legend. Wait for
it. That was great.
That was way more whispery than usual, so you might have to amp that up a bit.
Yeah, I'll probably.
Speaking of amping up, here's your $100 tier.
Oh, I've got a very confusing boner right now.
Really? What about now, baby? Does that make you feel good?
Okay, now it just went. And I've just been diagnosed with ED.
All right. If you want to mark it or something, I'm gonna go check on my baby before we start our post show.
Okay. I've got to go poop anyway, so.
Hello? Hello? You guys still here? What are you doing? Go. Go. I want to play. I'm going to play. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's play. put up my blinders so people couldn't see me. Much like I do in my personal life. Okay. All right. Mavcop's on. Should I play with Mavcop? Nah, fuck that guy. Fuck him. I don't like him. What a fucking asshole. That's for you, Mavcop. I can see you online. I could literally click on your name, but I don't want to. Fuck Mavcop. What the? Zip up your pants, you whore!
I don't want to.
Jeez.
Dude, I took like a fucking monster shit.
Yeah? That fast?
Yeah, I have my bowels like my mother. Like my mother. Okay. No, okay. Look, hey everyone, this is a visual. My mother legitimately pees so fucking fast that I'm 100% not exaggerating this. This is what she'll do. We'll be at a restaurant and she'll be like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick." And I'm back. Legitimately, it's like, did you just sit? Did you pee on yourself, or did you sit on the toilet? Like, it's so fucking fast. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, do you want to play with each other now? Giggity, giggity,
giggity, giggity, giggity. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it might get our ideas flowing before all the other people come. Because I mean, let's face it, all the other people, they're really just here for us to talk to. Oh, burn.
Are you talking about the post show guys, or are you talking about the guys in the group?
Oh no, I'm talking about the meeting that we're having today.
Yeah, this is a pretty short episode, so I think the post show would be some good gameplay.
Yeah. Should we actually do like gameplay or something? And you like put it on afterwards or something?
I mean, yeah, I can because I have it hooked up to my PC so I can record.
Okay, let's do that then. All right, in the post show, and then let's go into something.
All right, guys, we'll be back with some gameplay.
Dude, that's totally what. Hello?
Hello?
You know it cuts out as soon as it starts to load, right? Did you know that? Yeah. I can do either race or whatever.
I'll beat you, Walter.
The important thing is not to die.
I got your back. Man, let me tell you.
I'll do Mirage. I haven't played with him.
I just hope I don't have to fight with that smiling robot. I'm just kidding. He's fine. Everyone's fine.
This battle pass is great for forcing you to go through characters you don't normally play as.
Don't be one of those people. That fucking guy, goddammit.
I was hoping there'd be uncomfortable silence after that.
Well, I guess, did you hear about the guy who emailed me?
What one?
Okay, you get some behind the scenes things because we never publicly responded to this because it was almost impossible for me to not get mad.
I saw where you were getting a little flustered on one of the Trier post shows.
Yeah, we might have been referencing that, but yeah, I didn't want to outright say anything because, like, okay, well, let's just put it this way: Nate and Link were pretty much just like, oh, this guy's just trying to be helpful and yada yada or whatever, which is fine, you know, nothing wrong with that or whatever. But
I'm coming with you guys. I was like, no, that way you guys can go where you want to go. I'm just gonna go down the hole. Two hole.
God damn it! I didn't mean to, you cocksucker.
First blood.
Mozambique here.
The battle happens quick. Be ready.
Rule number 1, right?
For that Mozambique there.
Yeah.
We get some good news. We're
Look
in
at
the
them
next race.
queefs.
Dual beaks with dual shotgun bolts. Rapid fire that 10 damage.
Thanks.
Ultimate accelerant here.
Yeah, it's okay. Welcome to the club.
Yeah. But Jesus doesn't even care, so.
Heads up.
Have you guys found the picture of the dog?
Might be something good there.
Do you
What
guys want to
dog?
go see a dog? If you guys follow me, I'll show you a dog.
I want to see a doggy.
And then it's the one of the
that's-
creators or producers of the game has a picture back here in this corner next to his dog. Apparently the story is he passed away before.
Okay. Oh, yeah, me too. Yeah. Duh, I need that. Go.
Extended heavy mag.
I'm gonna try the Havoc out this time. See how good it does.
You guys ever use a slug fire on the Havoc?
Start shot.
Oh, shit!
Opening fire. Frag out. Bad news, I'm down. Hostile right here, right in front of me.
They're all here, all 3 of them. Where the fuck were you guys?
Hey, I'm getting shot. Reloading. I've been downed.
Yeah, they have gold shields too. 2 of them do. I pinged both of them with 99 and they just sort of flashed
Hey, baby. Not now, sweetie.
Do you guys want
I'm
your
right in
scores
the
for
middle
this round?
What?
Good job. R99 here.
Gotta hop up here. Skull piercer.
There's no... I mean, there's no point in just sitting around. So, you start trying to talk, and I'm like, I don't hear you. Alright, I got a good one, guys. I got a good one. One of the things that I would like to change. Just lost it.
I know what you're looking for. I'm in.
Oh, yeah. I would like
Ain't afraid to match, but lose.
I would like a play
That'll be
again
a
button.
drag.
I would like a button to just play again. You know what I mean?
Is
Instead
it
of having
just
to go
triangle?
out into the... Yeah. Well, no, instead of just going out to the main
important
menu,
thing is not to die.
just click play again. So,
Oh. So it's
instead
just
of loading
excuse you.
yeah, so yeah, like instead of loading into the menu just to load into another game, you cut out
This
that middle
is your
guy and
champion.
go right into another match.
Right, right.
Math Cop, it's you.
Alright, where do you guys want to go?
Land here.
To the thunder. To the thunder. Thunder. Lightning, thunder.
How far are you guys usually dropping in at? Distance
I
wise.
usually, for this particular one, since there's not a lot of like mountain ranges, you can go to about 1,000 and
Hang
or
tight.
before. You know, that's it.
I'll glide us in. I was anticipating you saying 1100.
Well, yeah. Anticipating you being a good team member, but hey, look where that got me. Hey,
Yeah, no. I'm best as a janitor, which means I'll just come up behind you and just sweep up.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. All right, I'm gonna go here first, so you guys can just mop up over there for now.
There's a nice little nook underneath here too that you can hide in.
Hostile.
Yeah. Shit. Okay, I'm coming.
Attention. First blood.
First blood.
Well,
Good thing
we're
it's
not even doing it on
Loadouts.
purpose. That's the thing.
Contact with Lstar.
Round 1. Beginning ring countdown.
You guys need a gun or no?
I would love a gun, yeah.
Barrel
I need
stabilizer
literally
here.
anything.
R301 here.
There we go, gun and ammo back here.
Okay, I gotta come down.
Void running.
Now I'm taking that R301 that he pinged. Where is it? I thought it was on the
It's on
ground.
the backside
Light ammo
of backside of the stairs.
New kill.
Okay, I see it, I see it.
Hey, we got ourselves a new
Thank
kill
you.
leader.
Yeah,
Oh, you can
Literally-
inspect the weapon? What the
Something
fuck?
good this way.
yeah. Well, it's $18 a skin. You better be able to inspect it.
Yeah, no shit, right? Okay, so yeah, let's maybe head that way.
Target spotted. Hostile right here.
Got him.
Killed an enemy.
Reloading. Taking fire, brothers.
Arc star out.
One down.
Reloading. Reloading. What? No good. Hostile. Contact with target. Contact with hostile.
He's going behind the rock and he's healing the person back there.
Grenade, grenade, ow.
Contact.
Oh shit, they're up there now.
That's a different squad.
Oh, okay. Well, great.
Thanks for that.
I've got you. Shields up.
Okay, guys, let's get the fuck out of here.
Thank you.
Portal's ready.
Okay, portal set, portal set. It's alright.
I don't even have armor.
Body shield.
Body shield if anybody
Level
needs
1.
it.
Health drone if you need it.
P2020. Where's the health drone? You fuckface.
One minute. Rings nearby.
I don't have any shield
Scanning,
thingies.
yes.
I need it.
Shield battery here.
Oh shit, thank you.
Yeah, I do. I don't even have a shield.
Not too far, but we should hustle, guys.
Well, if that's the case,
Ready,
then you got a
shield
white one right
Another
here,
one.
and it looks like
Yeah, I
a couple
got
white ones over there.
Need to recharge my shields.
I always feel dumb at the beginning of the game using the big batteries for one of those.
Less than 30 seconds. Rings nearby.
Got another one.
Here. Mozambique here.
Do I have a backpack? I can't tell.
Ten seconds. A ring's just ahead.
Shotgun bolt here.
Anybody have a shotgun?
Level 2.
There's that.
Rings coming in.
Okay, luckily we're really close by, so we really don't have to worry too much, guys. Shots coming from the north.
Mozambique here.
Alright guys, let's head this way.
Care package being delivered.
You hear that? There's a care package coming down.
So have you guys noticed how, depending on who is who, it says different things?
What do you mean?
So on that one, it said, like, for me listening, it said mine. But then for Lifelines, it said Lifelines. I could hear that one in the background.
Interesting.
So it's not the same phrase that everyone hears. Everyone hears something different.
You want to hit that way, or like towards the market? What do you think?
Heads up.
The champion fell. Might be something good this way.
Knock.
We got ourselves a new kill.
All right, we're going this way. I've decided. Okay, if you guys let me, I can do another portal. I like doing portal. I like being. Well, no, I'll save it. I'll save it. I'll save it.
Who doesn't?
Let's explore this way.
Nobody's been through here, or at least this part.
P2020 here.
Eva Atia.
I'll take that. I just dropped this
Extended heavy mag here.
bunch of
Heavy
stuff,
ammo
so.
here.
So I need,
I need light ammo.
no, I don't need light ammo, you dick. Oh,
I need
that one.
shotgun
There we
ammo.
go. Select fire. Anybody have a prowler?
Select fire.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
I could use that.
Round 2.
Looking for some loot here.
Countdown.
And the very important piece of getting that equipment is actually pushing the left trigger button,
Extended light mag here. Level 1.
so you don't end up just
R99 here.
still 3-fire in it.
Oh yeah, I did that the first time I picked it up. It pissed me off so much.
You're standing there holding it down, just getting lit up. You're like, wait, no.
Exactly, pretty much.
Knockdown shield here.
Read the feed. Half the squads are out.
Attention. The kill leader has been eliminated.
I didn't mean to pick that up if anybody needs it.
Level 2.
Alright, so now let's
Something
head
good
that
this
way. Well, let's go nice and slow because we don't have to. Got 2 minutes to spare. I like my setup right now. How are you guys on your setup? Are we good for looting? Well, we need you to call down your care package. Hopefully, you get yourself a freaking better shield.
Kill leader appointed.
Anytime.
New kill leader. Watch
Probably
for
drop it over there towards you. We'll come back to you.
Here's your birthday present.
Yeah, because there's way more cover this way. Location.
It'd be great if you could drop it through a portal.
Dude!
Just have it appear over a group of other people and it
here.
crushes them.
Level 3.
What's that?
Optics here. Mid-range.
Thank you.
Alright, ready?
setting a portal. Set the portal.
Okay, portal's ready. I love watching your guys' icon on the freaking map. It's just. Alright, watch your sight lines. Yeah, me neither. Okay, watching Skull Town, just make sure. Doesn't look like any of the doors over there.
Let's go this way.
None of those are open, so nobody's come through. Maybe there too.
Skulltown.
No doors open. Skulltown, you see
Skull
somebody?
Town- No. Let's say the home of the sweaties.
Oh, right.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
New
I
kill
have their
leader.
sound
Back
going
here.
through their TV because
Level
I
1.
can hear it.
here.
Ooh, Peacekeeper or EVA 8? Ugh. I'm gonna go
You got the
clutch.
bolt?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Optics
clutch,
here.
man.
Close range.
Heavy ammo here. Heavy ammo here.
Warning. Vehicle closing.
I need it. Say one. We're all inside this ring.
We moved. We're in the next ring.
Ooh.
With a prowler.
There's let's see. How do I get up there? You want to get onto the top of the roof? There's one of the
Attention. Delivering care package.
robot guys up there.
Looks like a care package is
Let's
coming
explore
in.
this way.
Big
There's a
things
blue
in
right there
that.
too. Oh, everybody got blue.
Attention.
Never mind.
There is a new kill leader.
New kill leader. Go on, watch out.
Okay, people have been there. Oop,
Target spotted.
way downrange, so don't worry about it. I'm just marking.
Enemy spotted. Target over there.
Hostile
If you get
spotted.
nervous,
Yeah,
I
they're
can
going
throw
towards. They're going towards there.
I can throw up
And
my
it's
gun
just one of
shield
them
if you
too.
want.
Oh, somebody's shooting at him.
Enemy over there.
Somebody's shooting at him up there. You drop down.
Enemy spotted.
Yeah, I see him. I see him.
Hostile over there.
Yeah, let him get all sweaty.
Target spotted.
Oh, there's another guy that way. Yep, right there. There's a Pathfinder, and then the Octane was behind him somewhere.
Beginning ring countdown.
Target over there.
Enemy over there.
Wraith, right there. Right there. I love seeing this crap from like a long distance because it's like, you don't know, I'm looking at you. Yep. Let him.
Target over there.
Wraithwell, would you zoom in on it?
Oh shit, yeah, right there. Fuck, I didn't see that. Oh, damn. Yeah, he's looting. Oh, I wish I had a better sniper.
Watch out. I'm opening the skies.
Oh shit. Was that you, man? Damn,
Yeah.
boy. God damn, he's still there looting. Or at least he was before all the clouds. Alright, just be careful, man. Did you hit anybody?
I don't think so.
Portal.
Enemy over there.
He might have ducked out.
Target spotted.
Oh yeah, jump pad. Yep, I see him.
Enemy over there.
One's going up. Oh,
Target
don't worry about it.
spotted.
Don't worry about it. They don't know.
I'm taking the shot.
So, you can't hit anything on those guys? When he was doing it, I was literally right on him and nothing was pinking.
Couple of hits. Back up, back up.
Frag out.
Someone's
I'm
popping
Got
off
one.
over there.
taking fire.
That way.
Contact with hostile.
Alright, group back up to map, cop. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get down, get down.
Recharging my shields.
Let's
Get
go
back
this
inside
way.
here. There's a grenade right there. Did you see that? Yeah, there's a
I saw
grenade
it, but I didn't see
right
where it came
there.
from.
Copy that.
You want me to run over there?
Hold on.
They're still on top of me.
I'm spotted. Taking fire. Reloading.
Shields are down.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Somebody keeps throwing shit at us.
I don't see anyone up
To
here.
the ring. It's close at least.
Behind you, behind you! Jump pad, this way!
Close.
Oh, they're there.
Hostile right here.
Listen up. The ring's moving.
I'm getting shots. Get back.
Contact.
Reloading.
Reload.
Reloading. Making contact with enemy.
Oh
I lit
shit!
up Pathfinder. Pathfinder around here on the rocks.
Okay.
Oh, I was that close to being dead. Sorry. I was just gonna make my way over to inside the ring.
This is bullshit. Oh, come on! That was bullshit! It like delayed me pushing it.
Yeah, I saw you start going up and then you couldn't do anything.
Wrong one, wrong one! I'm trying to go down. Oh, shit. Damn it! I was trying to get to the hole so I could at least drop down.
Oh, I love the hole.
It all went downhill once our position was given up.
Yeah. Yeah. Pathfinder.
Today's a good day to cheat death.
Come on, we've got work to do.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
See, I see Pathfinder and I see IG-88.
Today will be one of those experiences you'll sit back and say, oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, Mascot's got the Octane.
This is your champion.
Octane, hot dang. Oh, hell
We
yeah.
could land here.
What? I mean,
Okay.
how can he really do it though? You know what I mean?
Follow the leader.
Okay, keep an eye on the squads around us, because I'll adjust if I need to.
Yeah.
That was my guy, guys.
Depends on how he built the environment, though. If he built like a maze or a trap or had some sort of structures in it, it could be very entertaining and fun.
Shit, there's a squad that just went that way.
Sending out my decoy.
Hey, amigos. These dudes not with us. Taking fire. It's go time.
Oh, two-shot, dead.
I'm down.
Beginning ring
No
countdown.
bueno. We've got company.
Faking him out with a decoy.
I need
Dang,
something,
looks like it's
anything.
just us.
Really?
I went
Yeah, I
to
know,
3
right?
locations and I didn't have any weapons.
Yeah, that's my situation right now. I finally got a devotion. Yay!
You've got a peacekeeper, so if you can keep them at range.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Bamboos. Soon to be me. Firing. Get shot at. Reloading.
Down, down. Fuck me! God damn it!
It's not funny, but it is kind of funny.
I got you. Shield up. Spotted.
That's the same guy that got me. It makes you feel better.
Just want to fucking have a good time, and this is just... I'm only doing one more, and then I need to get out of here.
We'll be.
I got this thing in the box. Or is it a bag? You know, whatever
We've
the
got
case,
a
we're
job
winning.
to do, so shift your carcass.
Excellent. Time to destroy more opponents.
Introducing your champion.
What's up, kiddo? The TV's off. That's weird.
Hey, maybe we land here. Or maybe we don't. I'm fine with
Maybe
whatever.
it's me?
Copy that.
Oh.
You guys want to go hot?
Hell no. That's been our problem this whole time.
Let's land here. Here we go. It's a long drop. Fun.
Okay. Why are we going way over there?
High tier loot away from the hot zone.
Alright.
And we're in the ring. I can build my little spider web.
I'm gonna break off.
The battle happens quick. Be ready.
Faking him out with a decoy.
Knockdown shield here. Level 1.
What are you doing, silly girl?
Round one.
How about this way?
Beginning ring countdown.
Keep eyes on the new kill leader.
Next ring's far.
Okay.
Supply bin here. Helmet here.
Ooh, gold
Level
box.
1.
Attention. There is a new kill leader.
Watch out for the new kill leader, friend.
See, I like this much better. I'm still going fast, but I feel like I have some time to actually play the goddamn game.
Anybody want a gold knockdown shield?
My decoy.
I'll bring it over once I find another one.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm terrible with them and always squander the opportunity.
Okay, light ammo. I had a bunch of it, and then I picked up a different weapon.
Light ammo here.
Extended light
Right,
mag
extended
here.
mag.
Level 2.
You know what? I'm gonna switch back.
Indecisiveness at its best.
Well, I just found an R99, so it's like, oh, I'm actually good with that.
Knockdown shield here. Level 4.
Heavy
Dibs.
ammo here.
Definitely need an extended mag though. I need an extendo mag.
Extended light mag here. Level
Nice.
Dibs.
I think that's the one I actually.
You the one you dropped?
Thank you.
No, the one I. What, sweetie? I know, honey. You gotta wait until I'm done with this, okay, kiddo? Okay, where do we need to go? We need to start heading that way, so. Why don't we go that way, maybe?
Get ready. It's zipline time.
You got bamboozled. Look at you.
What? Why would you die? That's dumb.
Rings closing in 1.
Oh, I did have there you go.
Your decoy dies on you.
Oh shit, I didn't know you guys were going that way, sorry.
45 seconds. Rings a little far. Sending out my decoy.
Havoc here.
Sending out my decoy.
Extended
Knockdown
heavy
shield
mag
here.
here.
Level 2.
Level 1.
Warning. Ring closing.
I can see that the ring's moving on the map.
Shotgun ammo here.
Hold on, I hear an Apex pack. Oh, bitch. Dang it, I was totally just about to kick it. I was gonna be that douche. Next time, don't look at it for so long, you dumbass.
Care package being delivered.
You hear that? There's a care package coming down.
Faking them out with a decoy.
Get ready. It's zipline time.
Look, right back to where we were.
I know, right?
Backpack here. Level 1.
Attention. The kill leader has been eliminated.
Still not anywhere closer to the ring.
Oh shit!
the squads remain.
The champion has been kill leader.
Good. Jump in now.
New kill leader.
Hostile over there.
Definitely not the first squad to pass through here.
Round
Just
2.
a bit. 1 second.
Ring countdown.
Not all of us are in the ring.
Hostile right
What
here.
the? Jesus, why'd you throw shit at me?
Reloading.
Go bamboozle.
Just a second. 1 second.
Ready to fly on a zip line. I am. I have been down.
1 sec, healing up.
I'm getting shot at. Setting shield, you'll be alright.
Reloading. Shot fired.
Shit!
Looking out.
Whatever. Fucking whatever. Jesus fucking Christ.
Reloading.
Enemy taken down.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
I have been down.
I'm just giving my shield.
I got their
a shot.
attention.
Contact with target.
He's doing his finisher.
Right here. Contact.
Healing.
Deploying health drone. This is our chance to recover our shot at.
Oh, they can kill you doing that, huh?
Can't see.
Yeah. Well, no. Not a win.
Attention.
Yeah, it's alright game.